Hello everyone, happy Sunday and welcome back. In today's video we're gonna play Agent Sudo. So Agent Sudo is a machine very popular room in TryHackMe. You found a secret server located under the deep sea. Your task is to hack inside the server and reveal the truth. So it is a CTF style room and it has a couple questions. We're going to need to go over these questions if you are interested in answering or completing the room. If you're not, you can just watch the walkthrough and mind only the technical details. So let's jump back here. So what do we do in this room? So the very first thing that we will do, guys, is we will do user agent impersonation. So user agent impersonation is a technique where you will fool the server or the web server into thinking that you are browsing from a different user agent. So for example, your user agent might be Mozilla, right? You can change this. I started to make typos. So you can change this user agent to something else, like Chrome. Could be anything else. So you could use curl as a user agent. You can use anything else as a user agent. Sometimes web server filters incoming traffic based on user agent. So for example, if your user agent is Mozilla, you will be granted access to a piece of content, say given such as 200 OK response code, meaning that you will be accessing the page. But if your user agent is Chrome or curl, you will not be given access. You will be given 404, or you could be given an entirely different content. You can have also 200 OK as a response, but the page, the content of the page will be different. So when we impersonate user agent, we are convinced that if we change the user agent, we will be given a different piece of content on the page. That's what we will do once we start working on the machine. That is based on a hint that you will see once we start. Next, from the impersonation of the user agent, we will have access to a username called Chris. Okay, this is the username that you will have. Now we will use Chris to do brute force on the FTP server to find the password. Then we will log into the FTP server and then we will grab a file, zip file. I remember that it was zip file, and the zip file needs to be cracked. Inside the zip file there is an image. The image contains sensitive details that can be revealed using steganography. Steganography is a way to hide data inside image. So that's steganography. Stegananalysis is the other way around. You are revealing the content inside, or the hidden content inside the image. So we will also discover steganography when we find out that the image contains hidden content, and after finding that, we will be landing username and password for SSH, and from SSH, when doing privilege escalation, we will find out that the machine actually has a bug, not a bug, I'm going to call it bug, vulnerability in the current version of sudo. And it is actually found that it is vulnerable to CVE 2019-14287, where you can exploit sudo to have root access. That is the brief of Agent Sudo. Of course, that's only brief. We're going to do the practical scenario now to demonstrate more. So here we go, the nmap scan. The nmap scan revealed we have 3 open ports, 21 for the FTP, 22 for the SSH, and 80 for the HTTP. A typical machine. Okay, so next, let's grab the IP address and see the web page. So the web page says, dear agents, use your own codename as user agent to access the site from agent R. It's a very clear statement that in order to access the page or to access the site, you have to change your user agent into your code name. So the code name here, how do you find it? It's actually given. For example, the agent who wrote the statement has R as his code name. So it is concluded that the user agent, or the code name that we need to use as the user agent, could be any letter on the alphabet. So what do we do now? We have two options. We can either use curl or we use perp suite to change the user agent. If you don't like curl, it's fine, you can use perp suite. If you don't like perp suite, it's fine, you can use curl. Curl is way more faster, that's why I'm gonna use curl. So let me go to Linux here and use curl. See here, curl, yeah, the curl command. Let's see how do we change the user agent. So we can use the option -a to change the user agent. So let's jump here and experiment with different user agents to reveal the contents. So curl -a, and here we type in the user agent. Let's try with the user agent that's given here, which is R, and then we grab the page IP address. So what is returned back is the same content we saw previously, and here we see something else. What are you doing? Are you one of the 25 employees? If not, I'm going to report this incident. So here it's stated that you're trying to impersonate the user agent of this man. That's why this incident will be reported, as the statement says. Now we're gonna try with different user agent. Say you can try with A, B, C, D until you reach your final goal. So the one that worked is C. So when you type C here as the code name, your user agent, let's see what we have here. Announcement, use your own code name. So C did the work. Let's try with A. I remember it worked with C. Okay, let's try without the HTTP. So there might be something preventing the real content from being displayed here. I guess we have to let's use the option -L. Okay, now it worked. So attention Chris, do you still remember our deal? Please tell agent J about the stuff ASAP. Also change your goddamn password is weak. So this is a hint that you're gonna use the username Chris to find some password which is weak, thereby cracking one of the services, either SSH or FTP. Now you might be asking me a question, why -L worked? So I use -L here, guys, in order to follow redirects. Sometimes the page itself redirects to a different piece of content. So you're gonna have to tell curl that if we use user agent as C, right, and the page redirects us to a different piece of content, use -L to follow the chain of redirects. Okay, so Chris and weak password. Now we're gonna start cracking the FTP password. It's the only way, guys. You can also try with SSH, it's not gonna work. So we're gonna try now with FTP. So the tool for that is Hydra -L, the username. Let's put this as is and make our modifications on this. So the username is Chris. The word list stays the same, and we're gonna remove this or change it altogether. And start the brute force process. This will reveal the password for the FTP service, or the FTP username that we have. Now if you get back here, guys, you can try with perp suite, by the way. Just turn on this, okay, and go back here to intercept, refresh the page, and the user agent here, instead of Mozilla, you're gonna say it is C or A or B, right? It's not literally C because we know it's C. No, it is because, as I told you, it's one of the code names. Forward. And as you can see, attention Chris, do you still remember our deal? Please, the same content we retrieved actually a while ago. If you don't like cur, you can use purpose, it's fine, but I recommend you guys to learn cur. It's very beneficial if you don't have access to such tools such as Pursuit. So the password is Crystal. Okay, let's get back now, answer a couple questions. Author note, deploy the machine, deployed, enumerate, how many open ports, how you redirect yourself to a secret page, how you redirect yourself to a secret page. What's expected here? Let's see. Answer format, user agent. What's the agent name? I already answered this yesterday. Okay, next one. Okay, let's start the brute force. Now, first we found FTP password, which is Crystal. Okay, let's now log into the FTP server. FTP. Chris. And this is the password. Okay, we logged in. ls. So we have couple files, to agent, cute alien, qtpng. Let's retrieve everything. So get consider using passive mode, passive get everything. Failed to open file. Yeah, actually there might be some hidden files here, I guess, which we can't retrieve them. Okay, get, let's first view this. All right. So also let's retrieve this one. Get qt.png. And let's get out of here. ls. So we have the three files. Let me remove the id rsa. I don't want to confuse this with something else. rm id rsa. Okay, so cat to agent. Dear agent J, all these alien-like photos are fake. Agent R stored real picture inside your directory. Your login password is somehow stored in the fake picture. It shouldn't be a problem for you. This is a hint that one of the pictures has hidden content. So it's either cute alien or qt.png. Now there are multiple tools for steganography. Let's go to steganography notes and see here steganography. Okay, so image steganography, we can use online tools and you can use offline tools, steghide or binwalk. So let's try steghide here. Steghide -sf to extract the content, and let's try first with the qt.png. So forget the extract. Enter passphrase. There you go. So we need the passphrase to actually reveal the contents. So this is an additional layer of protection in this steganography scenario, where you get to not only hide the content inside the image, but also to protect it with the passphrase. So I'm not saying there is no way to find the passphrase. There is a way to find the passphrase. We can create a script, guys, and use steghide in a for loop. We can use steghide in a for loop that iterates through different passphrases in order to try them against the passphrase. It's kind of CTF style, but let me show you one example script. So let's see here. For example, we can create, as you can see, we can use a word list, such as we have two arguments here, right? So the first argument could be your word, could be the image, and the next argument will be the word list. And we can take all this and put it in a for loop, right? Until we find the password. If the password couldn't be found, we can use different word list. I'm not gonna try this here, okay? So I'm gonna just hit enter and try it. Try this against the next picture, cute alien, cute. Again, here we have a passphrase. So what to do in this case? If you don't want to go the brute force process, you can use bin walk. So bin walk is also beneficial to reveal the hidden content. Qt to reveal the hidden content, the type of the content that is hidden inside this image. And so once we see that there is an actual hidden content, we can go ahead and extract it. So as you can see, we have zip archive data encrypted inside this. So what do we do in this case? We can use the option binwalk-e to attempt to extract it. So what do we have here? Okay, let's see, ls. And we have this, cd underscore. And it was successful. So binwalk was able to extract the contents right inside the image without, us trying to find the password. So we have text file, we have zip file, and we have a couple files. So let's cat the zip file. Nothing. Okay, so we have a zip file here. Let's use unzip. Need pk compact. How about if we use gunzip? 7ze, and then what was the name of the file? I'm just lost now. Okay, 87. So would you like to replace all existing files? Yes. And password. So we will have also the zip file also protected by a password. Not a problem at all. So we can now use zip to John to convert to extract the hash from the zip file. Say zip hash. ls. So now we have the zip hash here. We can use John the Ripper to extract or to crack the hash. So alien, this is the password. Now this is the password of the zip file. As you can see, zip file password is alien. Now we can attempt to, guys, extract the zip file. So ls 7ze, yes, paste the password we found, and everything is okay. That's good. So what do we have now? Zip hash is the hash. Cat agent, and now we have some content here. Agent C, we need to send the picture to as soon as possible. This is base 64, it seems to me. So we're gonna take this. Could be base 64, could be not. Let me try base 64 or echo. Area 51. So this is area 51, could be the Steganography password. Now we can cd back and try to extract the hidden contents using the password we have just found. So stake hide, enter the passphrase area 51, and it worked. ls cat message. Hey James, glad you find this message. Your login password is hacker rules! Exclamation mark. Don't ask me why the password look cheesy. Ask Agent R who set this password for you. Your buddy Chris. So here we go. The SSH credentials that has been revealed as I told you at the very first of the video. Now we can go ahead and type SSH. James as the username. Yes. And this is the password. And we have been granted access sudo-l. So what do we do here? What we can do as sudo, we can use bin bash. We can actually run bin bash as all users, okay, except the root. When you see the structure, it reminds you of a very popular vulnerability that actually was discovered and affected the sudo. If you don't know this vulnerability, what you can do, you can take this, guys, and Google it. So Google this. Sudo 1827 security bypass Linux local exploit. Let's read through this. Check for user permissions, sudo-l, and if you find this, it means the user you can bypass the sudo. So user cannot run bin bash as root. User hacker sudo privilege in sudo words, user privilege specification, exploit sudo-u. Literally you have to type this in order to bypass this restriction. So there is a restriction here, guys, as you can see, that you can run bin bash all users, right? But you cannot do it as root. Using this structure actually was found to be a misconfiguration, and they found a bypass for it. That's it. So we're going to take this, and note, before I use this, note that it affected 1827. So if you check for the sudo version, where is the mouse? Okay, so sudo --v. So it is 1821, and the affected version is 1827, which means 1821 is actually covered by this vulnerability. So let's paste the exploit, and we are instantly root. So cd root cat root.txt, and this is your flag. Technically the machine is done from the technical perspective. So who is the user other agent? James, SSH password already found. Capture the user flag. What is the user flag? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through this now. cd home James cat user underscore flag. Before I answer this, let's see here. Number for CV number for escalation. Okay. It is this. Make sure to follow the format. What is the root flag? The root flag is this. Bonus, who is agent R? Cat etc pass wd. Let's see. So we have Chris, we have James, and let's check out if we have other users with shell, of course. Okay, it's not clear from here, so let's get back. Let's see here. Back to root. I saw something in the message left at the root directory. Cat root text to Mr. Hacker. Congrats on rooting this box. This box was designed for TryHackMe tips. Always update your machine user flag by Deskel, aka user agent or agent R. So this is the agent. This is the agent R. Okay. So one thing left. I know what you're saying. It is the question before this task, which is this. What is the incident of the photo called? Okay. So since it is asked in line with the user flag, we're gonna go to cd home James. We have an image. So what do you do, guys? I'm gonna leave this to you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna download this to your machine, upload this to Google, and do a reverse image search. You will find this answer or this text: Roswell alien autopsy. Now, how to download this? You can actually use SCP to download the data or to download it to your machine. So basically, you can open a new tab and use SCP like that. But actually, this is to upload files. You're gonna use the other way around to download the files. And that was it, guys. So I hope you liked the video, and definitely I will see you in the next one.